Governor Greg Abbott will sign the historic school choice bill on Saturday, and it will go into effect for the 2026-2027 school year. Now, we're asking local school districts now how they could be bracing for this impact, especially in rural areas where public schools are already much smaller. Our Lacey Beasley talked to Waxahachie ISD, and Lacey, any decline in student enrollment means obviously some less money. Break this down for us.
Yeah, that's right, Carmen. That's the hard truth. Waxahachie ISD already is one of the smaller districts in North Texas. And for comparison, we have a bar graph that shows Dallas ISD has about 140,000 students enrolled. Arlington ISD has 55,000. That's more in the medium range. Waxahachie ISD has 11,000. Now, these numbers are according to each district's websites. In this conversation with the CFO of Waxahachie ISD, he put into perspective what any number of students leaving for private education could do to their district and therefore funding. What is the basic allotment per student?
So right now, before any adjustments from the legislature, it's $6,160 per ADA. When it was initially rolled out in 2019, it was a nice amount. It really helped us go a long way with increasing teacher pay. But as inflation has taken pressure, we've seen that number just really has not kept up.
This bill that is now going to the governor's desk, am I right in saying that, say 5 students from Waxahachie ISD, they go and they decide to go to a private school? Mm-hmm. With the 6,000 basic allotments, 6,160, Waxahachie's losing $30,000 right there just with 5 students leaving?
Absolutely. In addition to the $1 billion that were set aside for the vouchers that easily could have gone into public education.
That's a lot.
Absolutely.
Does that number scare you?
There's always the hesitation and the angst that comes in with any new program. So in this point, it's vouchers. If we know that every student that leaves us is $6,000 plus, we can get real concerned real fast when you start doing the math. Public education has always been that bellwether within the community that goes out and tries to do what's best for every student that shows up at their doors every day. The bus is still going all 192 square miles to bring our students to school every day. We're still going to have teachers. We might see a dip in some class size enrollments, which in some instances will be just fine. In others, it may cause us to have to look at reducing the number of staff that we have in certain areas. Right now, we're still on the early edges of it, but we're really trying to pinpoint what impact this bill may have on us.
Now, there is a school funding bill called HB 2 in the works right now that would increase public school funding by $7.7 billion. Through that bill, the basic allotment we talked about in the interview could increase to $6,555 per student if HB 2 is made law, though concerns are still very real for rural ISDs on what the passage of the Education Savings Account program could do to their enrollment and their staff. Madison?
Yeah, a lot of folks paying attention to what this bill could cause both locally as well as statewide.